Welcome once again. I do go by the name of 𝙆𝙀𝙂𝙉𝙇𝙇𝙊𝙒 Football. We'll discuss anything to do with soccer from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. Obviously, it's July, it's transfer news, outgoings, incomings. Obviously, I do support Mamelodi Sundowns, so I will more often than not focus on my team as much as I report on any other thing outside my my football team. And news are not stopping coming out of Kobamelo as much as they are not at Kobamelo currently, but they're in preseason in Austria. Well, it is official and it has been confirmed that Kegan Johannes has crossed the floor from 𝙆𝙀𝙂𝙂𝙖𝙗𝙗 SuperSport United and has joined the Kobamelo side Mamelodi Sundowns. It is believe that it's a long contract. I think it's a 4 or 5 year contract, and then I like what 𝗬𝗘𝗟𝗪𝗏 is currently doing. He has signed a 23-year-olds, 21-year-olds. You know, we have a Brazilian striker, 22-year-old. We have a skillful, pacey South African winger, number 10, Kodisang. He's 23 now. Right center back in Kegan Johannes. He's 23. So there is obviously a trend with how things are being done by the recruitment, by the management. These players are there for a long run. And obviously the other one is that Fohloza, Eminem, Slim Shady, Romain Folz, it's official. He is an assistant, and videos have been released how Folz is actually doing his things with the new squad. You can just tell that with him doing his duties, the guy, he looks mean, looks serious. There's a lot of energy, and so I'm just doing this episode and this video to basically give my 2 cents worth of what these two guys are bringing to the squad. The right center back in Johannes and this young assistant coach. How old is he? Is he 34? Young assistant coach, born in France. Thank you so much. If you're seeing this face and this content for the very first time, do not hesitate, number one, to follow the brother, subscribe to the channel, join the family. I do also do TikTok live streamings where we just continue talking football, and I'm trying also to be as best as consistent as I can be on that platform. And coming back to YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Liking the videos helps that this type of content reaches other people who follow South African football, African football. So it is important that when you see this content that you continue liking. Do engage on the comments below. Don't just end it by watching while I'm rambling. Do engage on the topic we're talking about. Mamelodi Sundowns new technical face, Romain Folz, a new signing from SuperSport. Other people call SuperSport United, the development of Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't know what you think, but do engage on the comments below. And also, while you're engaging on the comments below, also check out the channel on TikTok. I do go by the same name, 𝙆𝙀𝙂𝙂𝙂𝙂𝙂 Football. And yes, let us go to the two faces, new incomings at Mamelodi Sundowns. Kegan Johannes, he's young, and it's actually good that we're signing these young players because so obviously he's coming to compete with the right back position and the right center back position. Any player, anyone who joins Mamelodi Sundowns, they better play more than they better play more than one position, because if you're just limited to one position, you will suffer at Mamelodi Sundowns. So it's a plus for the technical team to get a player that plays more than one position. He can play as a fullback, he can play as a right back, he can be fitted in right mid, he can play as a right center back. He's a tall boy. So your Mudau, your Murena, if your Kekana, your Mvala, all of these guys, he will be competing with them. Is he a type of player that's going to walk into the straight 11 time will tell. People like Khuliso Mundau are people that improved over time. So Kegan Johannes, he's not fully made up, but when you play with quality players day in and day out, you will improve. And obviously, he's coming in, and all these guys that are playing in those positions I've mentioned, they cannot be comfortable. They will not be comfortable because someone's lunch will be eaten. Someone's lunch will be eaten. And the great thing about Johannes is that at least with him, he's got pace. We know we've got center backs that are relatively slow, and the right center backs that don't have pace. Mvala doesn't have pace. Kegan is not getting any younger. He's not as pacey as he was in his days at SuperSport. And but your proper right backs like your Mudau is pacey, Mdunye, Lazugo, he's got the pace. So at the back, it appears like Mamelodi Sundowns have signed some good players, and the addition of Johannes. I don't know if the addition of Johannes is it because there is a possibility of a Khuliso Mudau actually leaving Mamelodi Sundowns. I am not sure. But even if he leaves, I think there is sufficient cover in that position. Not just a Johannes, but Moreirense is still there. 𝗍𝗪𝗏𝗏 is still there. And I don't know who's cooking at Mamelodi Sundowns. Whoever is cooking, we are happy as the fan base. We are happy to support this. It's exciting. It's exciting times. And we have a long season coming up ahead. The last one I want to talk about is Romain Folz, a young coach. We believe that Manqoba Mngqithi is the head coach. He's been at Mamelodi Sundowns the longest in that technical team. And we have the senior assistant. They just respected Steve Komphela. He's the first assistant. As much as I don't call him the first assistant, but he is the first assistant next to Manqoba Mngqithi. Old experience. He understands South African football. He understands the behaviors of black players, South African players. He's played in Europe as well. So there is that aspect of the differences in these technical team members. You have a Manqoba who's not as vocal, but he's a teacher. But you will see he's really vocal in training, and he's well experienced. He's seen it all. He's seen it all, and then now you add the young French Fohloza. There were videos that were released. He was seen there Fohlozing these the players, and such is needed so that players are not comfortable. Such is needed because what Fohloza will probably add in this squad is an element of professionalism that is well known with European coaches, with European players, and he's accustomed to that culture. And if he brings that to Mamelodi Sundowns, all we want is players to be competitive players, to be professional players. His mindset must be at an elite level. Is Fohloza an elite manager? Well, we can argue the whole day with that one. I'm not saying he's an elite manager, but if he's coming in as a second assistant to Manqoba Mngqithi, obviously there's an element and a value that he's bringing to this technical team. We have the goalkeeper coach Robinson, who's also assisted by a Kennedy Mweene, well experienced. So it appears like it is well balanced. We're just waiting for Mamelodi Sundowns to confirm that the head coach for this season, or whatever name they will give the head coach, that it is Manqoba Mngqithi. So far, as a fan, as a follower, I'm loyal to the badge and I'm not loyal to individuals. We are content. We are happy with what we're seeing. And let's wait and see what will happen tomorrow as we play Cardiff City Championship side in England, and let the cooking continue. And don't forget to engage on the comments below or what you think about this official announcement that Folz is an assistant to this a well-experienced technical team. And I think I will bow out in those words and say, may my God bless you all.